Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Movie Chats. This week we are talking about the Japanese horror Exit 8, directed by Genki Kawamura and starring Kazunari Ninomiya from the band Arashi. My wife was very excited when I told her we were doing a Japanese horror movie, so she's like, "I know who he is." So pretty much you've got a man who he's walking through a station of Japan and he finds himself in a bit of a, I guess you could say, time loop or a bit of a loop. He's got to try and find his way out, and he's got to find anomalies in this kind of four-point train station and get his way out, basically.
Yeah.
It's based on a video game. I didn't realize it was based on a video game
Yeah,
until I was
apparently it
watching some.
is. Um,
Yeah, so not a game I played, but it has a very kind of, while I was watching it, it's just the way that because that first kind of 10 or 15 minutes, it's all from his
mm,
point of view. So you're like, it seems like a game while you're watching it.
yeah. The POV was very well done. It was very
Yeah.
immersive with the bit of like the vignette around it, like the darker edges and the way that it's moving around as if he's moving his head when the headphone or the earbud falls on the floor, and then you have just
Yep.
a bit of the sound. It's very immersive. That was very good.
Yeah.
I At the beginning I thought the entire movie was gonna be from a first person point of view. It's not, but I would it wouldn't have bothered me actually because it was so well
No.
done.
And and you know how my thoughts on them, lots of one takes. I loved how many one takes there were. They
Yeah,
did it really well.
they did it. It's good. It's the direction in this movie. I think it's the biggest strength of the movie. The
Oh,
way how it is shot, how the camera is following the characters, how it goes through this loop. Yeah, everything about it, and considering that everything happens in one location for an hour and a half, you don't get bored. It's very
no,
good. It's
not at
very
all.
impressive to pull that off.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we put out at the man is not named. We have never find out what this guy's name is. He's walking through. He's got to find these anomalies. I actually really was enjoying it. I was actually trying to find the anomalies myself because
Yeah,
there's
I
one
was
part
very
where,
proud. I found when the number 8 was upside down. I saw it. I was
oh,
like,
you didn't see that? No, I
yeah,
didn't see that because the first one where it's the lights, they're all kind of crisscrossed, and he's like,
yeah,
oh, he didn't see the lights. I love the idea of it kind of switching characters. So
yep,
about half an hour through, because you've got the walking man. So for those who aren't aware, he's basically going. It's almost like a kind of maybe a cross shaped. Is this train station, and every so often there's this long corridor where a man is walking towards him, and it's almost a non-person NPC is walking towards him, and then you get that character's point of view as well, where and this is this guy behind us where he's kind of creepy. You get his point of view where he was stuck in the loop as well.
yep. Him
Yeah,
and
I like.
Kid. Yeah,
Yeah, our main character who is so basically it's the lost man. He comes across the little boy and he goes, "Oh, it's an anomaly," and he goes walks back and then it must reset and he goes, "Wait, it wasn't an anomaly," and so he's stuck in the loop with this little boy as well, which is
yeah.
like,
I really like this as well. The fact that it's a very easy concept to understand,
yeah,
and they don't over explain it. Is you need to walk the loop, and if you see any anomaly, you need to go back, and
yeah.
you need to get it right 8 times in a row. That's why it's called exit 8, and then you can get out. And also, I just realized after, like maybe the day after I watched the movie, why is it 8? It's because 8, the number 8 is shaped like a loop.
Yeah,
Clever.
and also, yeah, because yeah, on its side it's infinity, isn't it? That's
It's
your infinity
infinity.
symbol.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, clever. I like that.
I realized that after. I was like, oh.
Obviously, this little boy who he finds, the little boy's very good at finding the anomalies as well. And it's very much implied that this little boy is his son because
Yeah.
while he's basically walking at the beginning of the movie, he's on the phone to his ex-girlfriend. She says she's pregnant, and they're kind of having that start of that conversation. She's like, well, what do we do? Do we keep it? Do we not keep it?
Yeah.
And it's very much a movie about parenting. It's like he's got to have all these. I found it where
Yeah.
it's almost like there's a moment where there's a flood. So one of the anomalies is a bad flood, and so he's saving the kid. And so it's almost like a parental sacrifice. You know, you
Mm.
sacrifice yourself for your kid, whereas the walking man, the one with the white shirt here, he didn't want to sacrifice himself. He wanted to kind of sacrifice the kid to get out. So,
True.
whereas our main character would rather
Yeah.
sacrifice himself for the kid. If that, I really enjoyed that.
It's
I like that.
interesting. So, what's your interpretation? What do you think it means? Do you think it has a deeper meaning or not? Because I have my interpretation, and but I'm not sure I get it like 100% either.
I don't think it was a test. I think it was if it ever really happened
Hmm.
because he got out and then immediately he's goes to get a glass of water and it's not about the kid. It's just basically he just goes on with his life. It's like, all right, I'm going to go to my girlfriend.
Hmm.
It's like, did it actually happen to him or
I don't know.
because once he did get out, he was just so nonchalant about it. It wasn't like, oh my god, I've just gotten out and just had this experience. It's just like
Yeah.
just puts his headphones back in and he just calls his girlfriend. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm on my way. It was very monotone to get out,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, look, the movie is very surreal. And I think one interpretation that can be is that him lost in his thought that he needs to take the time to process if he wants to be a parent or not. That can be one interpretation. I had another interpretation that so we have three characters. We have the lost man, we have the walking man, we have the boy. And it's three stages of life. You have childhood with the kid, you have young adult with the lost man, and you have older person with like adulthood, I guess, with the walking man, right? Three different stages in life, and they're all going through this loop. Is it a metaphor for life and the rat race? For example, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. When you're a kid, you're just going to school every day, you're doing your activities every day. When you're a young adult and when you're an adult, it's the same. You study, you work until you enjoy to retire or potentially you die before. So, and then at the end, when he manages to get out of the loop, he goes back into the train and he puts his the scene repeats itself. There is the guy that is shouting at the lady, so he's back in that. So life is the
Yeah,
same as the loop. It's an even bigger loop. And
yeah,
maybe the movie is about okay, maybe you should question if you're just going through life doing the same thing over and over again like a zombie. Maybe this is the definition of insanity, of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. That was my interpretation. The only thing that threw me off a little bit is that this kid is potentially his son, which for me, then
yeah,
it kind of comes in between the theory that this is the same person at different stages of their life.
yeah. But it could also be you might be right because the little boy says, "I don't know my dad," and the lost man says, "Neither do I."
Exactly,
So
and then the older guy, when he thinks that he has a chance to escape, said, "Oh, I was supposed to meet my son today." So that's why, for me, they potentially have been connected. You know, maybe he's the
yeah,
lost guy, older, the person that
yeah,
said, "No, I don't want to have to do anything with this kid," and then later on in life, he gets to reconnect with him potentially. So that's why, for me, I thought, "Oh, is it the same person but at different stage of their lives?"
that could be as well. That would be an interesting thing. Yeah, if they all three of them are the same person. I thought
Yeah.
that at one stage as well. Are they? Because I thought it might have been has he been in this loop this entire time and he's gotten older? But then it's, oh no, he's changed clothes. But
Yeah. I'm on the fence sometimes. I don't really like when a movie is too open for
yeah,
interpretation,
yeah,
but I think this one is I liked it
I th-
that it's open
yeah,
to interpretation. I just feel that maybe it's a little too open that you can interpret it in a lot of different ways. That
yeah.
gives me the impression that maybe the movie didn't really know what they wanted to communicate with it.
Maybe that's what they wanted as well. Maybe they wanted
Mm.
you to think that all three
Yep.
people are the same. It could be that White Shirt Man was just stuck in a loop and he was trying to help the kid, and Lost Man and the kid are father and son. We all have our different interpretations of the movie. It's actually
Yeah.
good the fact that it's like you watch some movies and it's just like you almost have to have a college degree to kind of understand the
Yeah.
themes and the ideas. With this one, you didn't really need that. It was just like, if that's what I wanted to think and that's what you wanted to think, they
Yeah.
both make sense, but they're both okay.
Yeah.
I think we really need to talk on the setting because it's just so simple, but it works so well.
Mm.
Like it's literally a corridor of a Japanese train station, and we've both been in a Japanese train station. I thought it looked exactly as it would, and it just
Oh yeah.
but just it's just done so well. And I saw in some interviews where the filmmakers actually got lost in this little tunnel because it's almost I think they made like two or three kind of sets and they actually got lost in it because it was which way do I go? Do I go that? Do I go right?
Yeah.
And the it's nothing CGI either. It's with the loop, the walking man
Yeah.
the actor actually had to like kind of he did one thing and then he had to quickly get to the next stage and do it all over again.
Yeah, and you
It's,
know what? It was so immersive and it's so good that they didn't use CGI. The only time they do, it's with the rats that have those body parts on them.
yeah,
And it looks so fake. That took me
yeah,
out of it because all the anomalies or the people, they give you some like creepy vibes, but
yeah.
like for example, the one we have behind us, this sort of smile when he's very close to the guy, that's
Oh
creepy.
right,
Or when it's the girl and she starts talking in all those different voices and she's an anomaly, that was creepy
yeah,
as well. There is some very good creepy imagery, but when they use the CGI just in that moment, this is what okay, no.
yeah, yeah. 100% agree. And the lighting at times as well.
Yeah.
There's some of the times where the lighting goes all yellow and then it even goes dark at times. I love that. I thought that did
Yeah.
so well.
That was good, and
And
it's
I'll,
very fluorescent, like on the neon
yeah,
lights, and everything is white as well. It's almost yeah, it's a subway station. It feels
yeah.
a bit like a hospital as well, like very clinical.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. You took the word out of my mouth. I was going to say it's very clinical, but it's Japan. They love it. They love things to be clean there, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Something did the movie remind you of some other movies? Because I can tell you two movies it reminded me of.
Only one I can think of that it reminded me was Vivarium, which
Really?
has got
Okay.
yeah, because obviously they're in a bit of a loop in Vivarium. They can't get out.
Yeah, it's true.
I can't think of anything else.
All right, I give you a
Yeah.
clue about a Stanley Kubrick movie. Think visual style.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially when the water came down.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah, good call. I
The
like. Yep,
Shining. Yeah.
Shining. Yep.
Another movie it reminded me of, I don't know why, is have you seen Cube?
No, I've got to see that.
Yeah, it reminded me of Cube as well, where they are in this it's a bigger cube that has cubes room that are some of them are safe, some of them are booby trapped. And yeah, they need to move from one cube to the other and they have different lighting. It feels very clinical as well, and it gives this impression of loop as well. But I think when it comes to The Shining for the visual style, the director actually said that he got inspired of that, not only for the scene of the water coming, but also
Yep.
when you have the corridor and the kid right in the middle, really feels
Yeah.
like The Shining.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you. That's what that reminded me of. I was like, yeah, it was good visual, and yeah,
Yeah,
you can tell.
very good visual style.
But
Yeah,
it's all kind of central space and stuff like this, but dead center.
yeah,
How it uses that kind of
yeah. And then everything is
almost
like sort of boxed in. It's very the atmosphere, and it goes with the score as well. It's very oppressive, almost, or
hmm,
claustrophobic.
yeah, I would agree. All right, let's get into our scores. You know what? I really like this. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that's
that's it.
it.
Just
Cool.
short, sharp, and
All
sweet
right,
today. I got
very
nothing.
good. I give it a 3.5 out of 4. It's a good movie. It's an interesting concept. It's very surreal. The visuals are great. I would have liked just a tiny bit more direction in how we're supposed to interpret it. That's my nitpick. But it's a good movie. I'm glad I saw it. Yeah, and I recommend it.
Yeah, same. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching and listening today, everybody. We'll put a link in the description in our YouTube channel where you can find this one. As always, please let us know what you thought in the comments. Did you agree? Do you disagree? And as always, we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.